You think there's a day of reckoning coming?
Right, but Joe, you got to be careful with just looking at stock price, right? If you look at their guidance, previously they said they were going to do over 500,000 cars. Last night, if you look at the midpoint, it was 495. So they actually cut their guidance last night. Listen, Tesla's revenues, as you know, peaked essentially in the fourth quarter of 18. So when you look at his, missed promises, and you look at the fact they're not investing, I think you have to be very skeptical with respect to his projections. And I think next year they go back into losses as that credit revenue falls. And while people compare Tesla to Amazon, it's not Amazon. Tesla's more like AOL or BlackBerry. There's 46 new EVs hitting the market next year, 8 of which are coming from VW. And if you look at what VW said with respect to 300 gigawatt hours per year of battery capacity, that works out to about 4 million EVs they're planning to push out over the next 2 to 3 years. So I think that what Musk did last night essentially was push out the production of his batteries. And I think the issue is all the big boys, Ford, GM, VW, they've essentially brought out battery capacity. There is no capacity left. And we think that given what he said last night, we think their deliveries are actually going to be down in 2021 because they just don't have the battery capacity to hit what they need to hit. And everybody else is sucking up all the capacity in the industry.
You're suggesting that next year for Tesla, that they're going to have supply problems? That's the problem? Meaning there's going to be so much demand for this car and their problem is going to be supply?
No. I think the problem is demand and competition. I think Tesla's deliveries.
Well, listen, but hold on. You just said, just hear me out for a second, Gordon. Sure. You just said a moment ago, you said everybody else is sucking up the battery supply. They won't be able to have enough batteries. And so if they don't have enough batteries, that's a supply problem. That's not a demand problem.
Right. No. What I meant by that is they're not going to be able to expand their capacity. Listen, the reality is they were roughly 70% utilized if you look at their 2Q shipments versus what they said their capacity is. So they're not even selling out their current capacity, despite the fact that they're ramping a 500,000 car per year facility in Germany and a multi-100,000 car facility in the U.S. There's not enough demand for their existing capacity. So the issue is not supply. They're not demand constrained or supply constrained. It's a demand problem, and it's competition next year that's really going to hurt them. The ID3, VW's ID3, which just launched in Netherlands, Norway, Spain last month, as of yesterday, has outsold the Model 3 in its first month. That's a big problem for Tesla.